So a few people have asked me, what am I doing for my knee? What is the exact knee protocol? In this video, I'm going to talk you through the patches I'm using and also certain nutraceuticals, the exact protocol. None of this is medical advice. Always speak to your doctor first. This is for entertainment purposes only. So the first thing to do is to take Lifewave's flagship product. This is called the X39 patch. They are small phototherapy patches which Lifewave say reflect light back into your body at a specific frequency depending on the organic materials in the crystalline matrix. So that's the X39. That is probably the daddy of the patches, and I've been using this every day for 4 months unbroken. Then I had 6 weeks off, and now I'm about 5 weeks back into it. I do think I noticed improved sleep, mental clarity. It seemed to affect my mood, more energy, and my ankle injury, which was 14 months old at the time, seemed to almost miraculously just disappear in the first week. I'm told that that is not typical, though you do get fast responders to the patches. So that's the X39, and that's what I'm using every day. And for the knee protocol, on top of the X39, there are 3 patches to use. You've got the Carnosine, the Glutathione, and the Aeon. And I don't know too much about these, to be honest, but when I hear Aeon being spoken about in the Lifewave community and the people who seem to be getting a result from these patches, it seems to be synonymous with reducing inflammation and pain in the body. I think I've experienced this a couple of times using the patch. I put a short on this channel maybe a couple of weeks ago. I had a back spasm in my QL, quadratus lumborum and glute med area. It was pretty bad. And after, I think it was 2 days of using the patch, my muscle pain, which had been there for about 2 weeks, was just pretty well gone. And again, the naysayers would say that's a placebo effect, and that's fine with me. You might be right, but I'm just sharing my experience. So for the knee protocol, the Aeon goes on the inside of the knee. Then there is the Carnosine, which again, I don't know too much about what this does. I did read a medical study, which was admittedly with a small subject group size, so a small number of participants, and they did measure objective changes in the heart function from placing the Carnosine on the body. So that was pretty interesting to me. Again, I'm not the expert, but the Carnosine on this case goes in the center of the knee, on the kneecap. You just remember C for center. And then the last one is the Glutathione. Glutathione is known as the master antioxidant in the body. It's synthesized mainly within the body itself. We give the body the materials through the good food that you're hopefully eating. You can ingest a small amount of it from, I think it's avocado, and there may be a couple of other foods, but it has to be taken either intravenously, and one of my old clients would do this on and off, where she would have glutathione intravenously put into her blood. I asked her if she felt anything, and she said that she felt kind of like a flush go over her body. Beyond that, I don't know how effective glutathione is taken intravenously, but Lifewave say by putting this on your body in the right location, it does elevate your body's production of glutathione, which is the master antioxidant. In this case, in this meniscus regenerating protocol, again, not my claim, speak to a doctor. This glutathione goes on the outside of the knee. So I'll show you my knee now. So you can see I've got a patch there, that's the Aeon, Carnosine, C for center, and then glutathione on the outside. I've had pretty bad knee pain for the last 2 weeks, which was probably caused by me going back to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is quite a physical sport. 4 days ago, the pain was so bad that I was starting to limp when I walked, and it did start to worry me. So I got back on these patches, got back on the X39 for a month, and then when my knee pain got pretty bad, I think from the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I started to put these 3 patches back on the knee with the Nutraceuticals, which is what I'm going to talk about now. So alongside the patches, David Schmidt, or whoever designed the protocol, recommends collagen types 1, 2, and 3, I believe. And I think it's 25 grams a day, but I'll put the exact amounts in the description of this video. As well as that, vitamin C 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is an easy way to do that, 1 gram each time. You can get different types of vitamin C For example, this is attached to an ascorbate, which slows the release of vitamin C throughout the day. If you just take ascorbic acid, it does spike in your blood and then is out pretty quickly. So Lambert's is a good one. Or my favorite is USANA. I think these are great products. They're used by over 800 Olympic athletes, tested by the NSF, rated very highly by Consumer Lab. But this has a very good form of vitamin C, I think attached to 5 different ascorbates, so it's released steadily over a few hours. Then the other nutraceutical recommended for this protocol is turmeric, which is a natural anti-inflammatory. Again, I really like USANA's Precosa. And the reason for that is the turmeric is housed in a lipid, in this case called Miriva. It's a patented technology, and the uptake into the joint, I believe they measured it in a study, was times 30 regular turmeric. So that's what I'm taking for my turmeric. On top of that, you have NAC. Pure Encapsulations is quite a good brand. You've got a vasodilator. What is a vasodilator? It dilates your vessel, which can potentially increase blood supply to parts of the body which may have limited blood flow, like the meniscus and tendons. There are not many capillaries in those areas, so in theory, by taking a vasodilator like citrulline, or in this case arginine, it may enhance delivery of the nutrients in the blood to those hard to reach areas. So the last product that is recommended is a high quality olive oil. The quality of your olive oil really matters. If you've ever gone down the olive oil rabbit hole and the quality of some of the oils on the supermarket shelf, it is a bit scary. So in short, a lot of the cheaper oils are processed with high heat, which makes the oil go rancid. So the first thing you might want to consider is to get a cold pressed olive oil. And then there are ways of actually rating the medicinal qualities within the olive oil itself, which are beneficial to your body. I forget the name of the antioxidant in olives and in high quality olive oil, but aside from glutathione, which is mostly made within the body, in terms of an antioxidant that you can get in your food, that antioxidant in olive oil, maybe I'll find the name and put it in the video, is one of the most potent antioxidants you can get. And if you don't know what antioxidants are, what they do is they go around the body mopping up free radicals, which are like little sparks that would spit out from a fire and basically cause inflammation and damage to your cells. And there's another product which I haven't mentioned, which isn't officially included in this protocol, but it's something I know about from my time in the health industry. It was all the rage about 8 years ago. Things seem to come and go in cycles. People get really hot onto a certain supplement or way of exercising, and then they seem to forget about it again. And it's called MSM. And you can use this topically on the painful area, or you can take it orally. I did look at a couple of studies and it does look like it's more effective when taken orally. Yeah, I hope this video has been helpful for you. I'll keep you updated on my knee. So far, 5 days into the protocol, it feels good. If I press on the inside, there was a good bit of pain 5 days ago, just before, or 4 days ago. And now it's still tender. I'm pressing quite hard there, but it's nothing like what it was. So yeah, for me, I feel good on this protocol and with these nutraceuticals. So if you have knee pain, it might be something that you look into. On top of that, you just eliminate anything inflammatory out of your diet. So potentially sugar, alcohol. You could get tested for if you have a gluten intolerance. You might take dairy out for a certain period of time, something called the elimination diet, which you can look into, and then introduce it back into your diet and see if you notice any changes. It's always good to stay in tune with your body and notice if you eat a certain food, does it upset your stomach the next day? Just stay tapped into that kind of thing. But I hope this has been helpful for you. I'll keep you updated on the channel, and fingers crossed for my knee. I'm 5 days in and feeling good. So I'm going to do at least 4 months with this trio protocol, and we will see how this goes. But 5 days in, I'm feeling good.